A really good question. A lot of fast bowlers ask me, these are even at the highest levels, is which lengths do we bowl on certain pitches? And you'll often see before a game, particularly on television, that the team goes out, the captain goes out, the bowlers go out. They try and work out what the pitch is going to be like, because they're trying to work out what lengths to bowl. We all talk about trying to hit the top of off stump, and actually that is the clue for us. There'll be certain pitches where you're trying to hit the top of off stump. So let's take Perth, the whacker. That pitch bounces hugely. If you're going to hit the top of off stump, you're going to have to pitch the ball way up further, because if you drop that short at the whacker, it's going to clear the batsman's head. Conversely, somewhere like Chittagong, because I was Bangladesh national bowling coach for a while, Chittagong, the ball bounces almost knee height wherever you bowl it. And so to hit the top of off stump there, you almost have to bang it in halfway down. So these are different lengths, and you need to work out very quickly which length you need to bowl. So what I've got is an orange stump and a blue stump. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out what I would say is a good length. Now, it depends on the speed you bowl, because obviously the quicker you bowl, the length varies. If you're a spin bowler, you've got to get it very full because you're slow. If you're a faster bowler, which we're obviously working with, you can pull your length back a little bit. But just as a rule of thumb, if you watch what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 6 strides from here. I'm going to walk towards the bowling end now. I'm going to take 6 strides. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put the blue stump there. That gives me the back end of the line of a length. Then I'm going to take 2 more strides, 7, 8, and I'm going to put this here. So that gives me a length. So if you come around this side, you can have a look that length is probably about 2 meters. Now, that gives me a target. When I'm looking from the bowling end, I can see that target as a guide for me. You could use cones if you want to, or chalk it out, or there's other equipment you can buy which measures the length for you. But this is really a real cheap way of doing it. And what it gives you is that length that a batsman cannot drive and he cannot cut or really get after. Now, if you've got a pitch that bounces more, you're going to move that up a little bit. So if you're a 13 or 14-year-old bowler, you don't have the speed of, let's say, 140 kilometers or 85 miles an hour, you're going to have to move that length up fuller. If you're a quicker bowler, you can move the length back. That's why we're giving you a 2-meter range. So when it comes to bowling lengths for practice, the good thing to do is to set your targets up without a batter to start with. You can either use a target on top of off stump, or you can use something visual to look at on the ground. And what you're trying to do now is you're trying to groove muscle memory. You're trying to run up and bowl, land in that spot, run up and bowl, land in that spot. Till in the end, if you were blindfolded, you could still run up and hit it. Let me tell you, I'm well past my best as a great fast bowler. Sell-by date is completely gone. But I can run up now without having bowled very much and land the ball in this area pretty much every time. Is it because I'm clever? Is it because I'm great? No, it's because I've bowled hundreds of thousands of deliveries in my life in these areas, because that's what you're trying to do as a fast bowler. One final point. Once you've grooved this, you've also got to be able to bowl a Yorker, and you've got to be able to bowl a great bouncer. So don't forget to practice those as well. But this is how you set up the length. This is how you work out what length it should be on certain pitches, and just adjust as you go depending on the height of the bounce and the speed you bowl.